Hello, welcome back to Doing Bart Things, and today, in a very quick update, hopefully a quick update, I'm going to run through some news. So, last video I made in my distinct low rent style that I do, had some leaks and figured out that, which ended up coming to pass, is basically AMD released the 7900 GRE, that's Golden Rabbit Edition, into the Chinese market. And what's interesting is I was checking out Moore's Law is Dead, and it looks like the reason for that is because they're trying to get rid of excess 7900 XT stock. And so that's why that was released there, because they're trying to be as cheap as possible. They're releasing that there so they don't have to ship it, basically, is what it sounds like. Ouch. So that's tough. So, sounds like to me they thought when they released 7900 XT that $900 was a fair price. It's not. Like, all these video cards are overpriced. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so, or at least that's my opinion. And I'm old, and I remember when I bought a video card for like $100 and was super happy with it. So there's that. That's kind of the update on that. Something else, they released an AGISA patch for the AM5 motherboards, which will allow memory to run upwards of DDR5 8000 if you get lucky and the CPU can handle it. I think you got to get lucky anyway. Maybe it's more prevalent that those CPUs will just do that if you change the what is it? The Infinity Fabric multiplier, whatever it is. The reason why these CPUs came out with a 6000 megahertz DDR5 clock, or that's what they supported, of 6000 megahertz. The reason why they came out with that is because that allows it to run at a 1-for-1. So the memory and I believe the Infinity Fabric are both running at 3000, and that's what you want. That's the most optimal. You can modify that and do like a 2-to-1, which will allow obviously you to clock up the memory. So if you have 8000 megahertz memory, you could do that 2-to-1. But when you do that, now that Infinity Fabric is going to run at like, what would it be, 2000 megahertz? Yeah. I don't think it works. Like, I don't think you get better performance that way. The Infinity Fabric is very important. You want that to run as high a frequency as possible. CPUs do really well with that. So I honestly think anything other than maybe 6400 megahertz memory is not required for this round of chips. Now, you fast forward to next year in Zen 5, maybe that will be different for AMD. But right now, I wouldn't waste your money on that if you're buying an AMD setup. I would look at more closely at the CAS latency and get some lower latency RAM than I would getting higher frequency on the AMD platform. Intel's a little different. Clocking higher memory can help. So when the 14th gen releases, that might be something, or even with the 13th gen, honestly, I would, you can take a look and maybe see if you can get something that's more in the 7000 range. But I would say lower 7000 range for reliability. If you're going to do that, it's fast RAM can be tough. So make sure you get good stuff. Be ready to spend money to do that. Anyway, what else we got? So laptops. Man, if you want a smoking fast laptop and you're willing to pay for it, get you one with this 7945HX 3D. 16 cores, 32 threads, V-cache, baby, 144 megs. This is going to be really fast for a laptop. I would say if you want to get a gaming laptop and money is no object, this might be a way to go. So look out for that. I think the Only laptop I know of that's going to come out with is the Asus Scar laptop. But yeah, the Vcache makes a big difference in a lot of games. So I think because of the power efficiency of this, it's going to be more desirable to have this over a i9 potentially. So yeah, like be on the lookout to see some benchmarks and stuff on this. That could be interesting. I think that's it. So I guess to summarize in my maybe what will end up being the shortest video I've ever done, where I just recap 7900 GRE edition, that was for China markets only. The 7700 and the 7800 non-XTs, key there, are on the way. Moore's Law is Dead has leaked that basically they're going to be in that $400 to $550 range, depending. So I'm thinking like the 7700 will be $400 to $450, and then your 7800 will be $500 to $550. It sounds like not great pricing in my opinion, but definitely it's more reasonable than what Nvidia has out there. Look out for this laptop CPU if you want like just top of the line gaming performance out of a laptop. Then this is probably what you want to consider, or at least one of the CPUs you want to consider. I think it's going to be much faster than the laptop Intel part, simply because this is more power efficient a little bit. It doesn't have to clock up as high. It's got the Vcache. It's going to be very interesting. That's a 7945HX3D. What was the last thing? Let's see, memory. Oh yeah, there's an Agisa update for AMD that allows 8,000 megahertz memory. Not worth, probably. It would be my estimation. Go look up some benchmarks. Everything I've seen, it's not worth. So that's it, guys. Listen, y'all have a great day. Hopefully these little tidbits of information maybe were helpful. There may be some big changes on the way, but those are just in my personal life as things move along, and I will continue to make videos. And as a matter of fact, at some point in the future here, relatively soon, I don't know, videos could be getting made from a slightly less low rent area that I had to just commandeer. Maybe. We'll see. Have a great day. Have a great week, and we will talk to you in the next one.